All right, here's Trias. I got a super chat question about it. Is 250 still on the table, and am I still looking at 70 cents for a target to buy? No and yes to those questions. Let me explain. So, in my last analysis, I drew a black triangle here, and I said it's going to fill out this triangle, and it has to make a choice by the end of the triangle. Let's go see how that analysis worked, right? Because I said 250 is still on the table, but in this triangle, it can't break down. And if it does break down, it's going to break down, then come here and get rejected, is what the last video said. Go to it if you don't believe me. If you're new to my channel, go to my last Trias video. I drew that black triangle last video. And that was before it got filled out. And you can tell it was before because the price actually went a little over it. So I made this triangle here, anticipating it's going to fill out a triangle and that it must make its decision by roughly the end of the triangle. You know, it made its decision how long after? About a day after, but this was a how long of a triangle? This was a 2.5 day long triangle. I was off by about 18 hours, but you know, whatever. I just anticipated it. So the way I did this, how did I anticipate that happening? Well, this, you know, we have this really heavy trend line here that connects these lows just like Bitcoin. So this is going to be defended. I already knew that. I saw sellers sell harder than buyers could defend. So that means the next time it approaches this line, it could be pretty bad. But I thought to myself, well, if I almost am, I'm not certain, but I have an edge on the idea that it'll at least walk up here a little bit. Where would it fall off? And the reason I made that triangle is because usually if it's creeping up, it has to make its, on anything going up and ascending, you know, bullish higher lows. If you're running into, you look left, and if you have a horizontal there, it forms a triangle. Boom, boom, boom. That's how I knew. And this is, you know, now, could I have made the triangle a little bit better? Yeah, because I just kind of threw it on. I think I didn't look left far enough. I think I lined it up with this. So I said, boom, boom. It has to make up its mind by the end of this triangle, which was still pretty close. But technically, what pushed it out of this triangle was all of this. So it just went up a little higher. I thought it was going to be this one. Same effect. The analysis worked, but it went up higher. It went up to a different horizontal that then pushed it out. So after you fall out of something like this that's been defended multiple times, you already know when you fall out, you're gonna come get a retest. So is everything in crypto. But this one's already gotten it, right? Chili's has already gotten it. So now on Trias, you're absolutely on lower high watch until proven otherwise. Until you're back above this line. I don't even think it's gonna get there. But if it does, I'm willing to, you know, change my thoughts. But even here, I'm not bullish. I think that's where I would sell. I mean, and if I could short it, I would. Just like I would have shorted it here and, you know, here. Even though it might have come up shy of my short. I might have missed it here because it's too far away. And so now you're on lower high watch. You're now looking at this. This is what you need on Trias. You need to draw a channel just like this. This is going to get the moves right. So to me, it looks like if I were buying down here, which not financial advice, I'm actually, no, I did buy this line. Because I'm still testing out Shrimpy with stops. So I actually did buy this line. I remember doing it too, and let's see how far out. I think I put like 4 or 5%. Nope, I wouldn't be stopped out quite yet. I don't think it'll get over there. And so if it does get above that and use it as support, then I'm going to delete this triangle, get it out of the way, and I'm going to reanalyze. I'm just going to take it out of consideration. Whatever I was looking at here is no longer valid if it gets above this line. Now, I would probably keep the trend line there because you're obviously going to have, if it get above this line, you're going to have a sell-off there. Like you will, it will bump its head if that happens. But honestly, I don't think that'll happen. I wouldn't be surprised since it broke down so nice. I wouldn't be surprised if it just does this until it gets to this horizontal at 150 and then busts below. So I think it's going to go boom, boom, boom. No, actually, let me draw it out. You are going to form a triangle like this. So you see how a descending line is now going to a horizontal that also forms a triangle, obviously, right? There you go. There's the next triangle that's going to happen. And it's actually going to be a little bit shorter than that. Because it's got to make up its mind. It technically doesn't have to. This is around Christmas. Yeah, so everything's got to make up its... Honestly, the charts... I have one team leader on Discord who's been... His main guess is dump on around Christmas. Like within 2 or 3 days of Christmas. The charts are starting to align with what he's saying. I couldn't see it in the charts, so I never had that thought, but... his guess, so he knows it's a guess, but man, there are lots of stuff. There's a lot of stuff pointing to Christmas Day, everybody, or really close. So this is going to stay in this triangle behind me until about Christmas. That's all that's going to happen. And if I'm wrong, you will know what to do if you draw this. Look. If you keep bumping your head on this, right? You're obviously not going up, so you would want to bail on anything that you're buying, right? If you see it come, here, let's zoom way in. So if you see it go like this, and then here, but take it and then break higher low structure anytime. Okay, here's an easy rule. Approaching any of these lines, if you break higher low structure, then you're not getting above it for the most part. You have to maintain higher low structure as you approach the next obstacle. Hell, Trias doesn't even have a higher low on the 15-minute chart yet. It doesn't even have a higher low on the 5-minute. So technically right now, it's not done. Could it be done? Yeah. But right now, I mean, shit, I would wait for a higher low to stick its landing. You know, I would wait on this one. This is not looking very bullish. And it, you know, when the stock sold off, this sold off heavily along with it. So you need to wait. Oops, I'm on the wrong. Where am I at here? Clicked the wrong thing. Honestly, because this sold off so heavily, buyers aren't going to feel comfortable stepping in. So honestly, I would wait for some higher lows. And I think I would wait till something like this, move up, then a higher low more on the 1-hour chart. I would probably want, at least a 30-minute higher low, not just at one 5-minute one. Because, you know, you could get multiple 5-minute higher lows and it just goes like this. 5-minute higher low, higher low, higher low, and then come down. It could easily get rejected from there. So I would wait till it gets rejected by either this line or this line, sticks a higher low, then closes 2 green 15-minute candles, and then enter. I would not do it before then. It's too bearish. Buyers are going to be too scared to enter. They're not going to come look at it and say, ooh, $2.50. No, they're going to say, holy cow, this sold off. I'm not getting in until it does something different. So yeah, this is going to be a slow burner. It's got to do a longer sideways deal, or it's got to have action here like this to establish itself with higher lows. But either way, it's got to go sideways for a while. It will not go straight up to here. It's got a better chance to hit here first and then do that. But it could bounce off here and just have this channel. The channel will tell you what to do. Right now, it tells you don't be 1x long, or don't, we're not buying on spot because you don't even have a 5-minute higher low. It's more likely that this is it first. Now, if it hits to this line down here, $1.50, that would be a spike below the bottom line. Okay, I personally, not financial advice, I personally would buy that. without a higher low, would I go all in on it? So let's say I have $1,000 reserved for TRIAS trading. Would I hit that with all 1,000? I mean, I would probably hit it with at least half. I would at least get a half entry exactly on that line. So in a bear market, if your momentum is down, but you're at a massive line, you still don't want to go all in. In a bull market, okay, that's justifiable. In a bear market, I mean, I would wait for a higher low to do my second entry, or wait till this to be support with a higher low, something like that. But this looks like a pretty good target for TRIAS, and this could happen even if Bitcoin goes sideways and up. This looks bearish, folks. Bitcoin going up is not gonna, unless Bitcoin flies to 20K, this would take it up. But yeah, that is what we got for TRIAS. Hopefully that was, I hopefully gave you enough information to make it worth your $5 super chat. If I didn't, feel free to let me know. Like, if you get the feeling, I'm not joking either. So super chats, like if you feel like, that wasn't quite what I was looking for, because you paid me money, right? Not that I'll agree with you, or not that I'll change my actions based off of your feedback, but I might. So if for anybody who does super chats in the future, or even the community tier members, you've paid on a monthly basis to ask questions, so they're technically super chats. If you feel you're not getting what you pay for, I need you to let me know, because I'll fix it, and I'll fix it quickly. All right, but that is TRIAS for everybody.